Who knew that a book written in 1930 will still have an impact in 2020? The principles which are mentioned in this book are not going to lose its weight as well in the future. Yes, today I'm going to talk about a book which is really important for every human being. Before they die, they should definitely read it. And yes, I'm going to talk about today how to win friends and influence people. If you can see it closely, there is something written here. The only book you need to lead you to success. Right? I'll tell you what. And this is written by Dale Carnegie, one of the greatest writer who has written public speaking books as well, and this book as well, and many books as well. I'll tell you what, all those principles which are mentioned over here, I'm going to summarize it, not all of them, but yes, few of them which are really important and which really makes an impact in our day-to-day life. So before I begin, I would like to welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Skills for a Great Life. I am Sanjeev Kumar. I would request you that please watch this video till end and take that advantage from this particular video, from the contents which I'm going to share with you all. Because these are the basic things, and trust me, you need it in your life. Because I know that there are a lot of people who are not going to read this particular book, but still, if you listen to this video and if you watch this video, then definitely it is going to impact your life as well. Okay, so I hope that these principles which I'm going to mention right now, this is going to impact in your life and you are going to follow it. So let's begin, let's get started. Principle number 1, smile. Yes, that's correct, smile. Every day in the morning when we go to our school, our college, our work, and our businesses, we look at ourselves in the mirror and we try to judge ourselves. But how do I look today? Right? We wear the dresses which we like so that the people would like it, right? But have you ever thought about it? What do you wear in your face? Yes, we should always wear a smile in our faces. Why? Because smile is only most powerful thing which can have a great impact to the person you're meeting right at this moment. Because every person these days are depressed, they are in trouble, they have different kinds of problems. Everyone, take an example to anyone. I'm not talking specific person, I'm not talking about specific person. Take an example of anyone. They are working, they are frustrated from their boss, from their teachers, from their customers, from their team members, from their colleagues, right? But when you meet that person, let's suppose you're meeting that person who is really frustrated from his colleague or from her colleague, and you meet that person and you don't have a smile on your face, he or she will feel that this is the end of the world. I'm depressed, he is worried, I'm worried, so that's it. No. And when you meet that person with a smile, trust me, he or she will think that there is more in this world. People are happy. They would like to engage yourself to themselves. They will be happily interacting with you all. So I'll tell you what, there are some things which is important I would like to mention here. It's really hard to smile all the time. Sometimes there are moments in our life we don't want to smile. But I'll tell you what, our mind works according to our physique, our body. If we try to fake it, if we try to force our smile, then definitely you will feel happy. It has been said in many research that the people who smile more, they live more happy life. So follow the principle from tomorrow. It's an easy one, and I know that you're going to do it from tomorrow. Principle number 2. So before I tell you the principle number 2, let me ask you a question. Which is the most beautiful sound in any language you have heard? What is the sound which is most beautiful in the world? Yes, that's your name. Yes, your name. Everybody's name is the most beautiful sound for them, right? So principle number 2 is call the people with their name. Jim Farley, one of the successful businessmen in America, was being interviewed and somebody asked him, what is the secret of his success? Then he said, is that the hard work is the reason that you're successful? Then the interviewer said, I know that you can call the people, more than 10,000 people with their name. He said, no, you're wrong. I can call 50,000, more than 50,000 people. Jim Farley said, I can call more than 50,000 people with their first name. This is mentioned in this particular book. And this is the main reason and secret of my success. People love it when you take the name of those people. We have very few people nowadays, we see that we try to remember the people's name. Today you are remembering the name, but tomorrow you're going to forget it, right? But it's not going to happen like that. What we have to do it from today is, whoever we meet from now on, we should try to learn the name. We should try to memorize the name of that person. Trust me, you go to grocery store, you go to market, you try to shop something, you're shopping something, ask the name of that person. Repeat in the conversation his name or her name in the conversation at the same time. That will help you to memorize his name at the same time. And what will happen next time, whenever you're going to meet that particular person, and when you're going to call that person with his name or her name, that person will feel his importance. And everybody wants to feel his importance or her importance. So that's how you can make your impact to those people, by calling their name. So from tomorrow onwards, wherever you're going, ask their name and remember it. If the name is difficult, recall it 2 or 3 times. Say it 2 or 3 times in the same conversation. You will remember it. And once you remember that, and next time when you meet it, see the enthusiasm in the meeting, in the conversation. That person will instantly respect you. So this was the second. Try to follow it from today. And I'll tell you what, whenever you are on the phone as well, right, you take the name of that person will feel valuable. That will also have a great impact. Principle number 3, be a good listener and encourage others to talk about themselves. Once Mr. Carnegie met a botanist, and she was just talking about the plants and trees, and he felt that she is more interested in that particular thing. He did not say a word. He listened to her, and he left that particular meeting from there. And you know what? That botanist appreciated too much to Dale Carnegie, and she said, you are one of the best conversationalists I have ever met. You are one of the best person. So how it is going to impact? When other person is talking to you, and if he is talking about himself only, then definitely you are not going to be interested. You want yourself to be engaged in that conversation. Everybody. Because we know that, as per our research, it has been said that I is a word, I is a pronoun which has been widely and mostly used in any conversation. People love themselves. Then they love you because they are with themselves 24/7. They think about themselves only. They do not think about you all the time. So people are interested in themselves. So why should not we do that? When we meet to the other people, we should talk about themselves. And when we talk about those people whom we are meeting, then definitely they will think that he is a good conversationalist. You don't even have to speak a word at that point of time. And once he has a respect or she has a respect about you, then you can open your mouth and you can talk more. So this is simple principle, but it's really helpful. Principle number 4. The only way to get best of an argument is to avoid it. Yes, you heard it correctly. We should never engage ourselves into an argument. If you want to win an argument, then you need to avoid the argument, because there is not going to be any conclusion. It may be possible that in an argument you may win, but you lost the respect from the other person's point of view because he or she lost. So if you want to have a win-win situation, you definitely need to avoid an argument. If you're going to avoid an argument, then that person is definitely going to win that. Maybe possible, but he or she will have an impact, a thought, an idea about you that that person did not argue too much. That person was really kind to me. So there's only one way to have a win-win in an argument, that is to avoid it. So from today, whenever you're going to be engaged in argument, do remember that this is not going to help you anyway. You do not, and you will not have a win-win situation all the time. So you should definitely avoid the argument. That's how you're going to win it. Principle number 5. If you're wrong, then admit it. So simple. This is really great thing. Most of the people, they do not have courage to do that. And this will make you stand out from the crowd. If you are wrong, admit it. If I'm wrong, if I've made a mistake, I admit it. I'll tell you what. When I was reading this book in 2019, I was lost like I was in a movie. And I started following these things, and I really felt in my mind that why did not I read this book in my childhood when I was in school? Principle 6. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. When you give direct orders to the people, they do not have respect. And they do not give you respect at the same time. So if you want to make somebody to do something for you, ask questions and then work accordingly. Then reply accordingly. Before you give your direct orders to that person, you don't know he or she is going to like it or not. So what you have to do is you have to ask the questions and you have to understand the area that what she or he wants it. And then you have to give your orders if you want to do that. Principle 7. Never criticize, complain, or condemn. Yes, this is really good. We know that actually if somebody is not there, we try to criticize that person. People criticize other person who is not present at that particular moment, right? And this is a very common thing which is happening around the world, which is decreasing the positivity of the relationship around the world. So this is the best thing to avoid it. Never complain, criticize, or condemn anybody's opinion or anybody personally. This is really important. We need to focus on it if we want to have a good personal and professional life anywhere around the world. So these are the principles which I mentioned right now. These are some basic principles of this particular book, and I request all of you that whenever you have time, then go and pick up this book and read it. You will get more information about this particular topic, and trust me, this book is the best book and we all should read it. Even I should go and keep applying these particular principles in my life as well, and I hope that you will be applying as well so that you will have a happy and great life. And I would request you that I took a lot of time, and thank you so much for watching this video. I would request you to like this particular video, subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed it, and share this video, and that will be appreciated. Thank you so much.